We got a sheer rock face right there. And we just got the branches we're hanging up on. I almost slipped. I think it drops about, I don't know, 15 feet down. Still hurt, but. Yeah. We covered a lot of distance already. We were way down there half hour ago. And we just figured we'd pull these, or pardon me, climb up these branches from this little sapling here. Use those branches to climb up on the bluff because the bluff keeps going and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And then over there, the hill drops down, the bluff keeps coming up. So we would, if we didn't go up right there, we'd be way down there. We gotta build a pad way up there. So we just saved ourselves a whole bunch of work. If we had to hike down the bottom there through all that mess, man, probably saved ourselves 20 minutes of extra hiking. Oh, someone climbed up there. I guess they got a big first egg, eh? Big stump right there. Wow. Wonder how they got up here. Yeah. And we thought it was going to be just dumping today, but it's just a high overcast, just like yesterday. Which is good because camp is another side of this mountain range. So there's no way we're hiking out before dark back to camp if the chopper couldn't pick us up. We just make a tow in, that's what we do. Well, that's if we got our gear long line into us, but we will. It's pretty high ceiling there. Might even get some blue sky. It's pretty bright. Okay, I gotta catch up with my partner there. So we're in the block. There's some nice wood in here. Big cliff up there. Yeah, that's probably a good 7-8 footer. That cedar there. It's not that steep. Got a big nasty snag here. Just smash that one down. And you got some smaller hemlock. So not much understory. Pretty spacious, right? Understory is like well, I'd consider that one there just a sapling, tall sapling. That would be closer to understory. It's non-merch and it's not quite as high as the bigger trees. But man, this is so nice in here. Look at that, we got a waterfall. Zoom in, come on. Look at that. Way up middle of nowhere. Camp is middle of nowhere, and we're even farther. All the old roads, they're isolated roads. They don't go to town. You have to barge in to near a sword or something to get equipment to these roads. And yeah, we're way up the hill from that old road down there. This is awesome. There's some great cutting. Okay, I gotta catch up with my partner. I'll just keep the camera on here for a few minutes so you can see what I'm looking at. See what I'll do. I'll just look up there so you can see. Yeah. Okay. Pretty clean ground. It's a great thing about old growth. Well, not all the time. Sometimes it is really thick. That rock, that's recent. There's hardly any moss on that. It's rolled down from that bluff up there. Yeah, some nice big cedars here. Look at that big old one there. You could lean to it. That one's got good lean to it. Leaning downhill, that one's leaning side hill pretty good. This one's got lean, but they all got leans to them. Even that one there. Leaning uphill and to the right. I got a huge boulder there. It's been there for a while. Now there's the bluff. Oh, I'd like to climb up there and see what's at the top. And you get the biggest creek here so far running through the block. Wow, is it ever nice looking? Any quartz? Oh, there's a bit of a waterfall down there. Oh yeah. Drops off a good 10-15 feet. Wow, is it ever picturesque? Look at that. Wow, is that ever nice? What a nice view. Yeah, especially in the summer, you have all the drinking water you need. Awesome. Okay, here we are. That's that creek way down there. And we're on this ridge up here. And you can see the hill comes up right here. There's a ridge. Then it drops down right over there. And we have two options. So we got, where are we here? Okay, yeah. So we got this stump and this stump. Let me back up a bit. Got these two stumps here, and that stump and that stump. And we have another bonus one that's in a nice line. But then that means the tail rotor is not sticking downhill. The tail rotor is going to be sticking out like this. But that's okay because we're on a ridge. So that's fine. And then the other option is over here. We got those two stumps. Oops, got water on the... So we have those two stumps. And then we got these two stumps. So stringer from here to here to this one, right? And then a stringer from there to there. But that one's pretty long. So we'll have to put a falsy stump right in the middle for extra support. And then that way the tail rotor is sticking straight up, or pardon me, straight out down the hill. And it's also straight down the ridge. Because if you come out here, see if we get a good vantage point here. Yeah. So the hill kind of comes up. Here's the ridge. And then it drops off again down there. So the ridge line comes straight up like this. Straight, and then down there. So I was thinking, if you go down there to start and fall everything, so everything stays on the ridge, right? So all these trees that we fall stay on the ridge, and then on this side, all these trees, we fall to the top of the ridge there. That way we keep everything, all the trees all the tops land in the same spot. And as we work our way up, we just keep everything landing on the top of the ridge. So that way we're not making a mess for whoever has to fall the block, right? Yeah. So we're gonna mix sure some smaller wood here. As in, I mean short wood. And then we got a few big ones. Like there's a big fir right over there. Huge. Well, huge for here, eh? And there's a lot of yellow cedar, right? That's a yellow, that's a dead yellow, that's a yellow, that's a yellow. So all our stumps are gonna be yellow cedars. A lot of yellow cedar around here, which is good because that allows me to collect more blank axe handles. Yeah. That's about it. And we got another creek over there. So we got lots of water around here. Yeah. I think I can just barely hear the chopper. I think. But yeah, I'll turn the camera back on when the chopper shows up. So the other option. Okay, so there's right where my axe is, that area right there is where the pad plan A is going to be. And then the other option was right here. So from this smaller hemlock to this yellow cedar out to that tree there. So we'll have a stringer going from this tree to that tree. And then from this tree out to the ground, we'll put a falsy, probably like a 3-foot falsy out there, which will be all right. Yeah, so that's another option. Either way, we're on this ridge. You can get a better view of it now. It drops down right there. And there's a ridge there, and then it drops down over there. And right at that, the first pad spot, that's kind of as far as it goes, then the ridge drops down. The top of the ridge drops down over there, so. But look how clean the ground is. Look how far you can see through the bush. Sure is nice here. We're actually the first ones here because the engineers hadn't even been here yet. They just marked on the map the general spot where they want a pad so they can come here and then ribbon out a block. So we're the first ones here ever. Which doesn't usually happen too often for me. Unless I'm hiking from some spot to another, you know, hiking through, and I'm usually the first one there, just passing through. But this is the first spot where there's going to be a block here eventually. Must be an overflow stream here. It's probably had enough rain to fill it up. Yeah, usually we gotta wait 10-20 minutes for the choppers show up. We were just talking about Bigfoot stories. He has a couple good ones. A couple real good Bigfoot stories. About they put a road into this new valley. And this old timer was cutting there, and he ended up running out of the bush. Said he seen Bigfoot and refused to get out of the truck for the rest of the day. Yeah, that was a good one. I'll have to figure out what valley that was. Yeah. Well, there's a big hang up right there. Okay, this is probably getting pretty boring. I'll turn the cam back on here when we get our gear. Now 40 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet, oh, you're underground. Right on, thank you very much. Yeah, man, that pilot is good. That was a smooth long line, that was. It came in real smooth. Wasn't swinging around or anything. Okay, so my partner's going first. It's his turn to go first this time. We switch every day. Yesterday I went first, so today he goes first. And yeah, and then we take turns ripping too. But yesterday, actually he ripped twice. He wanted to rip yesterday, so it's all good. And but usually we switch back and forth. We've got a pretty good routine now since we've been doing. This is our fourth pad, and oh, there goes a tree. don't think you got that one on camera. Yeah. Fog's coming in though. You see? Just barely make out the other side over there. And then over there it looks worse. It's just a wall of white. So we're committed now. There's no way we can get picked up. Even where we got dropped off, I don't know if you'd be able to get picked up from there in the fog. So it'll take us hours just to get over this ridge, down the other side to another heli block where there's another pad. Yeah, it'll take us a long time. Might take us all day because we might get cliffed out. We might have to, backtrack and find another way up over this ridge here. Yeah. So I'm confident we could hike over this ridge. It's just we don't know where all the bluffs are, so it might take a while. Yeah. Okay, I don't like the time-lapse feature on the phone, so I'm just gonna record it regularly, and then I guess probably could turn it into a time-lapse after. I don't know, something like that. Or just edit out the good parts, or edit in the good parts, leave out the bad parts.
Ah.
Uh-oh. That sucks.
That didn't work out.
No. Huh. That was supposed to be our board tree. She's down the mountain now. We'll have to go to our backups then. Just getting the snag. Hemlock snag. That's where the pad's going to be, right there. See the 4 steps? Yeah, try and make that work. Might not be so bad. Okay, so the plan is, it's split right here. You can see it's broken. So I'll cut it off right here, and I'll rip right down the middle. That'll be your stringer. I'll have to rip it again on the sides to reduce some weight because this yellow cedar is heavy. But yeah, anyways, rip it down the middle, and then I'll turn it over and then cut some more just to reduce some of the weight. And then we don't even really have to drag this anywhere because one half will go on these 2 stumps and the other half will go on this one. And then we'll probably go out to that far hemlock, and then we'll cut out a chunk in the roots of this tree, cut out a chunk down there, and then put a full stump in there, a support stump in there in the middle. And then we'll have to do another one here. I'll have to put a falsie in the middle here because the span is so long, which is fine. So yeah, we'll get stringers out here, and then over here, what's up in the air, it's big enough you could probably get 4 boards out of this section in the middle here. You see it's got a bit of a slight curve right there. It's got a slight curve, but maybe from up there to right there, that'll be good enough. 14 feet, so we gotta make our boards. And then we just need at least 2 more, because these boards would be pretty wide. Or we can cut the middle one in half if it's heavy. But we can, I guess we can get right there. Hey, we'll get the other boards out of that top right there. Because it'll be light, it'll be easy to move. And it's not that far.
Yeah, you could probably slide it up there.
Yeah, well, it won't be so bad, yeah. Yes, it's all right. So everything worked out in the end. It all worked out. But I'm also thinking that because the tail rotor is sticking out this way, but nice if that opening was over there, but I'll have to go down there, take out a couple of those sapling tops. I'll take out that cedar there, and if I can reach that taller yellow cedar, hopefully it's not too much of a mess. Oh yeah, I can reach it. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll open this up a little bit. And then we'll be done. Yeah, and then the sun's starting to poke out. It's trying to. Getting a little bit of a drizzle right now. Oh, he's gonna cut some more. Okay. Oh, he's gonna flush up the stringers. Cut all the knots. Cut all the knots so it's nice and flush on the top there. Are you gonna make You're making another one there?
You put one there.
That's a great idea. I was thinking about it, but I didn't say anything. Yeah, no, it's a great idea. Okay.
Shutdown pad then.
That's right. Yeah, I just didn't say anything, but we're both thinking the same thing.
When you look all around, everything else is
Solid.
overkill.
Yeah. But look at the size of our stringers. They're huge. The only reason we left them this big is because it was sitting right here. This is where we ripped it. So we hardly even, this one, we just had to lift it up. We didn't even have to slide it around at all. This one here, we had to slide a little bit because the stump's a little farther back. And it was so big, we actually had to cut a little bit down because the spikes wouldn't get into the stump. So we had to cut it down so the spikes would get through into the stump. And then we got overkill. Like we don't really need a false seam in the middle because this is so thick. But the span is so big that we're supposed to. So, and then make another one here. The span is also really big, but we just cut a notch out of that side of that stump there. So that's rock solid, that is. Well, so is this. This is pretty solid too. We hammered that in there. It's tight. Doesn't budge at all. Yeah, it's looking good.
Okay.
And there's all our boards. And the sun's starting to come out. Hopefully it's getting brighter. Yeah. We got this done pretty quick, actually. It didn't take long at all. Yeah, stop the time lapse. And we'll do live action here. That's how you spec a pad. Yeah, it's looking good. Just gotta paint her up now. There's the level. Very nice. Okay, so there's the pad. There's your approach. I took a couple of the cedar tops out. Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, I gotta get that one too. That one, right there. Yeah.
Sure, I'll go down and grab it now.
Okay. Yeah, but I got a couple down there and I forgot that one, so Corey's gonna go get it. There's a pad. It's looking pretty good. But there's a major problem today. A major husky problem. Happened this morning. Oh, look at this. Here's my inside dog. That's part of the case right there. Snapped right off. See? Look how flimsy that is. A little bit of metal right there. Tiny little thin piece of metal. So flimsy. Yeah, they did a terrible job designing that part. Look how thin that is. Just snapped right off. Come on, Husky. You can do better. Yeah, that's disappointing. And it's like, it's not even fixable. Unless I find someone who can weld that. I think it's a magnesium. I think it's a magnesium compositor. I'm not really sure what this is made out of. But that's what I heard. Yeah. So I don't even know if I can weld that or get it welded or not. I'll have to take the saw right apart. What a pain. Oh well. Yeah, good on. Okay, hopefully the chopper won't blow the camera over. Try to get a different angle here. I guess that's